It's been a while. I wonder if YouTube. Come on, YouTube. Catch up with me here. Yeah? Come on, catch up. Let's do live chats. So welcome everybody. If you are coming to the replay, if you're coming in, how is it that there's one like and no one's in here? Interesting. How's everyone doing? Hi, Willow. How are you? I wanted to come in and say hi. Say hello. I say we, meaning the collective is moving. We're shifting. I'm obviously en route right now. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing good. Hanging in there. There's a lot happening right now, which I'm really excited about. So, hello, Amy. Hello. So I wanted to come in and do some readings. I'm not exactly sure what kind of readings I'm doing, but I'm doing readings. So, hello, Peter. Welcome, welcome. Welcome all in. Hello, James. Hello. Hi. How's everyone doing? So I'm currently on the road. I'm taking very good care of myself actually for everything going on. It's been, whoo boy, a lot happening. Hey, yeah, I'm on the road. I am traveling to my next new right now. And so I wanted to come online, show some support because I had a moment to relax and to get into a hotel room. Thanks to some sisters and family helping out. Because yeah, there's a lot happening right now. There's a lot of right now with what's going on. There's been a lot of time warps, time delays, and a lot of timeline corrections going on. And we're currently weaving through a lot of different things. I myself have been jumping through portals, jumping literally into traffic to get through portals. It's been quite an adventure, but we're working through correcting a lot of things. I'm not entirely sure because, here's the thing. This is what I want to state. I'm currently going through a bunch of different initiations currently. Many sacred rites, with being a shaman, waking up to my shamanism. There's also a lot of bloodline ancestral stuff that's clearing, and that has its own sacred rite, involved in it. And so there's been a lot of choice point coming up in my own life regarding how am I going to navigate my ascension pathway? How am I going to start treating myself, treating others with kindness and respect, especially through awakening? Because currently there's been a moment recently where my master switch was turned on. It's like something just came in and went, bing, let's turn the lights on, kids. And as a result, there's a lot happening and a lot of awareness and a lot of restructuring that needs to occur so I can fully embody my multidimensionality. I can fully understand what my life path has been up until this now moment, because a lot of this path recently has been collecting my origin codes and learning about my origin story. And there's a lot of things that we have to discover about our origins and where we come from, what we've gone through in our own experience. And we're currently wrapping up a lot of cycles right now. And so it's really exciting. It's an exciting time, but it's also extremely emotional, facing a lot of things. I want to say that when we go through a level up process and we're ready for the next new, or we're ready to jump into our new earth pathway, like fully our fifth dimensional and higher self, pathways where we're fully embodied. It takes a lot to go through. There's a lot of shedding, a lot of dissolving, and collectively we're going through that very much so right now. I know that we're coming up on the 20-year anniversary here in the United States on September 11th, and that's going to be a whole thing. And there's a lot of stuff, a lot of emotions having to feel and clear fully. A lot of old traumas, trauma bond cycles, old twin flame stuff, old partnership stuff, and then walking through these pathways and encountering that which we used to judge. Hello there. Hello, Sacred and Salty. Having to face things that we used to judge so we can dissolve the judgment. Hence why there have been certain things, shifts, changes, and you know, stuff like that coming up, because it really is about, for all of us, if we want to unite as a collective of light workers, to become that team of unity consciousness, we have to dissolve all judgment of one another, what our pathways have been, stereotypes are a big one. I just heard that. Yes, we have to dissolve all judgment of stereotypes, culture, ethics. You know, it's really about how can we come together and unite as one. And it's not easy. Thank you, Grace. It's not easy at all, guys. But so here, let's be mindful of our words, because we are spellcasters. It can be simple. It is the human that overcomplicates it, including myself, right? And so we can free ourselves every single day by just subtle reminders. You know, today I'm freeing up all judgment. Today I surrender. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender. Yep. So I'm going to be speaking some light language when I hear it come up in the field, because there is still a lot of stuff clearing. You know, there's a lot of different scenarios, timelines, narratives, pathways that are clearing from the cellular body and from our soul imprint. Such things as World War II. That's been a big one. The whole Holocaust thing has been coming up big time for myself. Memories of that. And a lot of this is already cleared from people, but some of us, we have to review. We're doing timeline corrections, or we're going at a deeper level. And we're also seeing it at another angle, right? Because a part of multidimensionality is when we're encountering a timeline or encountering a pathway, like we see just one part of it, right? And then we like go through, we shift it out, and we're like, oh cool, that's done. And it's like, oh, the collective's up to clear it again. And it's like, let's just angle it this way and this way and this way. And we kind of get a full range scope of everything that's happened, so we can fully understand why we went through the experiences we went through in this lifetime and in other lifetimes, and why we've been playing out those loops throughout time and space. So I wanted to come online and do a reading. What are we gonna do? Teams, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Okay, so we're gonna do fire signs today. I'm gonna be coming on live more. I do have another channel, guys, just so you know. It's called Kin Druid Tarot. That's gonna be solely tarot. But I wanted to come over here and speak to the audience over here, because I love you guys. But it's been an interesting part of this journey, navigating the ascension process and coming online and shifting things new and all these various things. So I wanted to hop over here for a little bit and say hello. So we're gonna start with fire signs today, and if we have some time, we will go through water, air, and earth. And if anyone has any questions, please let me know. I'm also opening up again for donation sessions and donation readings, because I will be traveling for the next couple of days. I'm moving to a new area, and yeah, it'd be good. You know, I'm always open to receiving, and I want to just thank everyone that's been supporting my journey up until this point, and thank all of you for being here and for standing up for awakening and standing up for the collective. Also, too, I wanted to share this really cool thing that I got. So this is a deck diamond I got from teamlight.com. His name is Rion, and he has a channel called Unite the Collective, and he makes these deck diamonds. And so I decided to purchase this beautiful wisdom keeper. I'll put the link once I'm done. The channel is called Kin Druid Tarot, so like kindred, but Kin Druid. Yes, it's very stunning. So this is an organite block that we use to clear off the decks, our cards, to raise the vibration and to knock off the electromagnetic energy. Because yeah, our decks are portals. Welcome to divination. And so I even have to be mindful of various cards to use in certain situations, because yeah, when we start to open up realities, and some of those realities we do not want to be a part of sometimes. So anyways, we're gonna start out with fire signs. So we're gonna be working with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and we're gonna look at the month of September 2021. So please look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, and we'll see how my energy is. I've been doing grid work all day and clearing and timeline jumping, and I took a nap for an hour, and I was like, I'm gonna come live. So if we have a little bit more, I've got some coffee. I've got some of that wonderful hotel coffee. If you know, you know. So we'll do some with the hotel coffee. We'll see if we can get to it. All right. I know. Ask the front lady at the desk for better coffee. I'm grateful for the coffee that I have. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Why am I starting with this deck? It just wants to go right to the OG deck, doesn't it? No. You go there. Thank you. So we're gonna start out with Sacred Spirit reading cards. I got this deck the other day. Ooh, look at that. Eternal Union. New love is forming. Ooh, someone getting into love. I got this deck the other day. Thanks to Miss Reemy Healings. Shout out Reem. She told me about this deck in one of her little workshops. It's such a pretty deck. I mean, look at those cards. They're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. So, we're going to play with fire signs. Fire, 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 fire. 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 You know when you used to watch Beavis and Butthead? I am Cornholio. I need TV for my bunker. Okay. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. What do we need to know about September 2021, right? Are we in September 2021? Yeah, okay, September 2021. What do we need for our fire signs? Our wonderful fire signs. I heard the Hermit card in reversed. Yeah, it's because hood's down. Do I need to put the hood up? Now keep it down, okay, cool. If your mother only knew. All right. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. What do we need to know about Aries, Leo, Sag? Aries, Leo, Sag. Where's my gold? My gold is in my field. Shkutarakaya. Ooh. Okay. So, fire signs. First card. Channel your knowledge. Channel your knowledge. Critical judgment. So right now I've been experiencing this myself. There's a lot of information that's flying through, right? So you can think of this as an oversoul, a guide, a being, kind of coming up right behind you and giving you some wisdom, right? There's some sacred knowledge that you hold on to that's being asked for you to share with the world. You might be a scribe. You might belong to a council of light. We all do, right? So this could be working with councils of light. This could be working with ancient Egyptians. There's something about an access point that you have that wants to be shared with the world. This doesn't have to always just be cosmic, right? Or galactic or elemental, but there might be something in your intuitive design, in your blueprint that wants to come forward for you to share with the world. What is that? Is it music, poetry, writing, some form of art? This is also speaking of creative channeling. With all the energies that are coming through right now, and I've been experiencing this too, this requires movement, putting the energy somewhere. How are you moving energy? How are you shifting energy? How are you working with the energy? How are you working with flow? How are you working with movement, right? This is also too about some sort of creative project that's being downloaded to you in this now moment. What is that creative project for yourself? Is it building a new world? Is it is it channeling messages from your higher selves? What is this for you? Okay. There's a new way for you to move with energy and to understand creative energy that is going to help you out a lot right now with the shifts that are coming. The energies are definitely ramping up. They're getting more and more frequent as we are shifting and moving, and we're being asked to move in a different way. So how can we move in a different way? What can we let go of? Yeah, I know, stinky sticks. I know, I'm working on it. I love you guys. Love you. When this occurs, because of the access to higher knowledge, higher wisdom, higher truth, higher clarity, we have to move a little bit different. We have to shift differently, right? And so this is about possibly switching creative projects too. If you've been on some sort of pathway for a while and you're feeling the call to shift, please follow your heart, follow your soul, follow your intuition, follow your magic, right? But there's a reason that you're feeling that right now. Okay. So next card up is we have Sacred Divinity. There are two paths ahead. Ooh, walking with fire. Look at this. Look at her playing with lava. Lava, lava, lava. I love it a lot. I lava it a lot. So this is about choice point. This is about choice point. I've been encountering this myself as I'm integrating. Okay, so as as we are navigating with our higher dimensional aspects, our multidimensional selves, each one of them has a purpose, a pathway, a mission, and you can kind of say a little bit of an agenda, right? And so this is about being clear about what we are tuning into when we're receiving messages and when we are choosing our pathways, right? Every morning I wake up and my universe is like, I want you to go here, and I want you to go here, and I want you to go here. And I'm like, you know what, you guys need to, let's get on the same page. This is about unifying our internal council, unifying our multidimensional aspects, bringing them back into center and going, okay, guys, let's have a little coffee talk, right? Let's have a coffee talk. Let's sit down. Let's reestablish a connection, right? As a unified multidimensional aspect, a multidimensional higher self, right? Unified with one, and let's land on a single pathway. The other thing too is also as well, oh, nice, you just did a poem about that, sweet. The other thing too about choice point is that there might be something that you're being called to do when we are, stepping into the realms of magic and we are realigning our lives and retuning our frequency, right? Truths shift and change, and so do pathways, right? And navigating this requires emotional balancing. It requires a great level of clarity, lots of time to rest, a lot of time to really dig really deep within and find what our soul is asking us to do. Our soul, our higher self, our multidimensional expression. What is it asking for us to do in every now moment? All paths come back to the one. All paths come back to the one. Yes, 0 point. And that's a great opportunity, is to relax, to soften the muscles, to get yoga. If you can go out and get a massage. I don't even know if that still exists right now because, people are too scared to touch one another. So, the fact is, though, is that you do have a choice. This is also a reminder. Hello, Destiny. Hello, sweetie. This is also reminding you that you have a choice, guys. So you are not stuck in a singular pathway. You are not stuck to one pathway, one mission, one level of service, right? This is also speaking about multidimensionality, that you can have multiple purposes that expand beyond, multiple frequency bandwidth ranges. A lot of us occupy about a three to four range, right? Like, there are people that can go up and down the whole elevator. I know for myself, I have about a 3 to 4 dimensional bandwidth range, and it requires for myself. That's hilarious. You guys are silly. I hear what you're saying, and it's really funny. We have a 3 to 4th dimensional band range, three or four realms that we can exist in. A lot of it has to do with body density, has to do with conscious tuning, how much light you're holding, light body activations. There's so much that entails this, right? So this is also consciously, speaking of mindful tuning, and I'm going through this process. It's like every time I smoke a cigarette or I have a cup of coffee, right? Or blah, 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 I hear my cellular body going, no, we're trying to get to the 7th dimension, you need to stop. And it's like, still holding on, right? So be mindful that your physical body's vibration will also shift your pathway in other directions, right? I know the pathway that I need to get to with where I'm going, it requires me to live at a certain bandwidth, right? So I have to consciously tune. I gotta be mindful of my thoughts. I gotta be mindful of my words. I gotta be mindful of my actions. I gotta be, namaste, love and light. And it's a great way to be, right? But like a part of that training and the retuning, and the elevation of the soul higher self and our consciousness and our body, it requires patience and it requires practice in mindfully tuning, right? What am I tuning into? So it's one of those things that for myself, when I did a video on this a while ago. Hello, Ariel. Hello. I did a video on this a while ago about being a transducer, which is just being a giant freaking radio, right? When you're a giant radio, okay, when you're a giant radio, beam me up, Scotty. And yes, that happens. When you're a giant radio, what are you tuning into? What floor are you occupying, right? Where are you tuned into the great central sun? Are you tuned into a 4th dimensional bandwidth, a 5th dimensional bandwidth, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, all the way up? you know? And so this is about mindfully tuning the elevator and practicing that, right? It's practicing what are we tuning into with our knowledge, but also what are we tuning into when we are making a choice, in the pathways that are opening up. There's a lot of timelines that are opening up right now, okay? A lot of new pathways. And it's literally, I will go through an experience, right? I will go through in a 15, 20 minute span, I will go through an hour long experience. And then I notice, right? Like all of a sudden a ripple comes through. And you, like, for me, it's taken a lot of mindful observation to know what a ripple is. But I can tell, like, oh, something's clearing in the collective and a ripple hits, right? And like with traveling, I'll be like, okay, let's open up a new timeline. And I know now that like when I'm opening, when I'm opening up a new pathway for myself, I open up a new timeline, I go, where am I trying to go to? I tune into that vibrational bandwidth, and then I follow that pathway. And then if I notice that all of a sudden something went, I stop, okay, let's reset the pathway, let's open up a new timeline, and that's how I start to navigate. And it's constantly shifting out, finding when you hit something old and you're like, ooh, I created that, 2 years ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, and you're like, oh gosh, okay, I'm in that pathway. Oh no. All right, let's shift that one out. Open up a new timeline, right? And like so when I notice that pathway unlocks for myself and I'm there and I'm like, oh, I'm playing out in an old scenario, right? Let's do some glitter farts. We anchor in the gold, we, glitter fart the fuck out of it, and then we go open up a new pathway and let's get to a new one. And we just keep navigating like that, right? And that's how we correct pathways, and that's how we realign, because there's so much that happens with subjugation. There are things that happen in regards to our thought processes, what we are mindfully creating and tuning into, right? And sometimes we start to kind of stumble upon creations of things that we created years ago, and you're like, oh man, I forgot I created that. No, clear, cancel, delete. And you're like, getting out the scrubby bubbles to try to navigate the pathway, right? So this has very much so been coming up for clear fart, yeah, exactly. Polishing the turds, I say, right? Gosh, it's been interesting navigating those things that we created years ago that are popping up, and it's like, holy crap, I can't believe I did that, right? And so be mindful of your tuning, what you're tuning into. Be mindful of what you are. Just be mindful of what you're navigating, right? Be mindful of what you're navigating. So we're gonna go into some clarifiers for September 2021. Ooh, solar plexus chakra. Someone's got some power stuff going on. I know I do. So it's okay. Let's just rub our tummies for a little bit. Yeah. Rub our tummies. Give it some love. I love you, dude. I love you, power center. I love you. That's what's cool about this deck diamond too, is I rub it on my chakras. Makes me feel happy. Okay, so September 2021 for fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. How's everyone feeling out there through the shifts? How's everyone feeling? It's been fun. Kundalini rising. So we're gonna clarify with the OG deck. What's that? Ooh. Three of Pentacles. It is a bumpy one, but it's okay. We're stabilizers. So a part of being a stabilizer is that when it gets bumpy, we balance. So definitely take your time to go outside to ground, into the dirt. Get out in Mother Nature. It will help. I promise. Promises. Hi, Ellen. How are you doing, sweetie? I hope everyone's doing good. Hope you're having fun. Bring me my sword of truth. Your sword of truth is your sword of truth, and my sword of truth is my sword of truth. But when we bring our swords of truth together, we can all enjoy Excalibur together. And so it is. Alright, fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. Yes, Andromeda, Pleiades, yes. Someone's doing a field scan right now. Hi, scanners. I talked to a tree today. Nice. Yeah, I was talking to a beetle last night. So I had beetles everywhere. I was watching Yeah, I know I eat too much junk food. It's okay. Getting better. I'm on the road. Yeah, I was talking to Beatles last night. I felt really lonely. I was going through this like initiation. I'm gonna be posting those things too. I'm writing about my initiations, my shamanic rites when they start to come through. It was like on some Paulo Coelho and Don Miguel Ruiz style stuff, like in a hotel. Oh, thank you, Willow. Thank you. In a hotel, you know, crying my eyes out as I'm meeting, having a close encounter of the second dimensional kind, and it was just, oh yeah. Yep, salamanders. The salamanders have been coming through a lot. Salamanders have been coming through a lot for me, and yeah, that's what's been happening is meeting my night side, because we all have a night side and a light side, guys. We all have a night side and a light side. Both parts, equilibrium, balance, two sides of the coin. Hello, Genevieve. Two sides of the coin, all speaking to the one, universal oneness, dissolving all judgment. And so as I meet them, it's like, oh God, oh, you know, and then I have to sit there and be my little scared crow self. And I decide to write about it and talk about it, so I will be sharing it. But let's get back to cards, because cards are fun. And I'm just sharing my stuff. But this is about you. This isn't about me. It's about the fire. But I'm a fire sign. Are you a fire sign? Hi, fire sign. Nice to meet you. How's it going? Hello, weird question. I don't know. I will ask. But right now we are actually currently doing element designs. We're going to be doing fire signs. We're doing fire signs. So if you would like to ask me for a personal reading, I'm going to be doing donation sessions again, so you can reach out to me, foundersoflight@gmail.com, and we are going to be, yes, clapping. Thank you, Destiny. Clap on, clap off. Keep the lights on, kids. I'm going to be doing donation-based readings, so you can reach out to me, foundersoflight@gmail.com, and you can book a reading with me. Cute little bunnies. Alright. There's a lot of child stuff going on. Okay. So let's go into... Hold on a second. Ooh. Oh. Cool. Alrighty. So first card out. We have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. This is about an offering. An offering that might be coming forward. This is about, for fire signs. This feels like an offering. I'm feeling divine child. Like the divine child is offering you something. Something to play with, something to do in this coming month. It feels like an opportunity, but it's about a download. There's something within you that wants to be shared. I know. Okay. Yes. So there's something that's being offered to you right now. It's a download, insight, scope, reason. And it feels like it's something of the inner child that's working through right now. This also is coming through for some of you as there might be a position, an agreement, a partnership. There might be an opportunity, an offer. The only thing about the page is it's still a little youthful. It's still a little youthful, but we're going to keep going with the reading because this offer does look like it's flourishing. So what's really cool is the next card that came out is the High Priestess. This to me is speaking of with this offer, okay, that's coming, the download, the truth, whatever it might be, okay, balance. Use your discernment. Use your intuition. Trust your inner priestess. Thank you, priestess, for showing up. I feel like this is going to take some moment to reset, to recharge, and to really listen to your intuition, to feel into your gut how you feel about this. Because there are, yes, you're right, there are no mistakes on this journey. There are no mistakes. But you want to use your intuition and to trust your intuition right now with this offer that's coming through. I feel like also though too, if this is a download or something from your inner child, like to play more, to laugh more, to be silly, it's going to help you to awaken your intuition. And so if you haven't been playing with your child recently, please keep playing with your child. It's going to help to hone in on your magic. Next we have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords. I feel like you're going to have to walk away from something in your life to do what you need to do, to get done what you need to get done. The Five of Swords to me is about putting down the weapons and walking away, right? And the man with three swords is triumphant, And so this is about walking away from the battle, walking away from the boredom. Interesting. Some of you might feel like you're a little bored, you're a little stuck, right? And there's something that wants to be moved or pushed through. Please follow that because it's going to require you to going to require you to drop all battle and all fight to step into that play. Some of you might also be resisting a new chapter or a new opportunity in your life. I say the opportunity looks good because next we have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is speaking of really sturdy, grounded foundation. You know, it's interesting since we have the page and we're at the end, near the end here with the King of Pentacles, I feel like there's a maturation process or a ripening that's going to be occurring through the month of September. Like you recognize that maybe there's a little bit of a youthfulness to your life, to your purpose, to your pathway, to your direction. But best believe the High Priestess is coming in and she's helping to clean up the battlefield. And as she's cleaning up the battlefield, we're going to have a nice, sturdy King of Pentacles on the other side. And that's a very grounded, practical, stable foundation, very rooted with Mother Earth in regards to what this king is entailing. This also too is looking like an evolution of earth magic. So some of you who are into earth magic, I feel like you are evolving your earth magic, which is cool, which is just another perspective. Now, here we go. Number 2, choice point on timelines, guys. Coming back to that, there are 2 paths ahead, right? So now that you've gone through this ripening and this flourishing, what are you gonna do? Which way are you gonna go? You're gonna go north, south, east, west, left, right, up, down, circular, backwards, forwards. Follow your intuition. That's why this priestess energy, okay? This is why this priestess energy is coming up. The High Priestess is saying, trust it. You've got the whole world in your hands. You got the whole world, right? Dissolve the judgment. Dissolve the judgment because every pathway is leading back to the one. The cool thing about Choice Point is that we have an opportunity to have the same experience but with different flavors, right? And so one pathway might be vanilla, Oreo, chocolate chip, cookie dough, ice cream, and one might be strawberry, one might be Neapolitan, right? And so just note that each pathway is leading to exactly where you need to go on your journey. They have different flavors, they have different designs, different blueprints, different schematics. And so, you know, follow your heart, follow your soul, but know that you are being supported on this journey because you got the whole world in your hands. This is a really wonderful opportunity. A really wonderful opportunity. This also too is speaking, guys, and I want to talk about this, about the bifurcation, the split, 3D, 5D, right? We always want to jump on the pathways that are aligned with our higher self. It's going to make for an easier transition and an easier startup in what we're doing. We want to secure that new earth pathway for ourselves. I think it is, personally, just from what I know and what I've seen, there's a lot of beautiful things that are coming in, right? And as those realities are are collapsing, like the lower, you know, third dimensional timelines are just kind of like, you know, that's happening all the time. Thank you, purification. Thank you, orange ones and golden ones. It's important for us to make sure that we are securing our own New Earth pathway. What does that look like to you, right? What does that look like to you? Because there's an evolution that's occurring here for the fire signs. You are definitely evolving. And it feels like we are growing up the inner child or growing up the star seed. I'm going through this very much so myself. It's like, how do we intuitively guide the star seed, which is like, I'm a rebel. You know, the star seed's like, I'm a rebel. I don't get along with anyone. I don't belong in this world. And I do it. I've got that little star seed self. And he's a funny little bastard. I love him. Love you, bud. Love you. I'm sorry for calling you a bastard. It's the way it's, you know, it's my humor. Okay, you know it's my humor. And so through this maturation process, though, it's going to require trust, guys. It's going to require trust. It's going to require us to walk away from the battles of life, right? And I feel like it's because that's why this choice point is here. We don't want to go into 3D. We want to play into fifth dimensional and higher roles. Personally, I'm shooting for 60, 70 and trying to get there, but I know there's a lot I need to do. So I might be stretching myself a little bit too much. We have to surrender the fight, the judgment. We have to surrender the discord. We have to surrender the chaos. And find a way to balance into that really purified, loving, centered form of self, okay? Centered form of self. But either way, this looks good. It looks like there's a maturation. But I want to see what's going on beyond this choice point, because now that we're here at the choice point, oh, thank you for whoever donated. Thank you. What's going on beyond this choice point? Let's get some clarifiers on the choice point. Clarifiers on the choice point. All calls up to 20 minutes are only 99 cents. Love you. I feel like what's coming on right now with the Two of Wands is you might feel like you missed out on an opportunity here. You might feel like you missed out on an opportunity. You might feel down, like you're a little bit remorseful, okay? But remember, you got the whole world in your hand. You didn't miss out on anything. You still got, we don't need to cry over spilt milk, okay? You don't need to cry over spilt milk. So whatever this opportunity is, I invite you to know that there is a pathway to wherever you're going. There is a pathway. Oh, Ace of Swords. New timeline. Hello. New timeline opening up. Cool. Let's just go there now. Right? Cool. We see it. We know. Yeah. We're grieving. We're feeling a little despair. We're feeling a little bit like, oh no, I missed out. No, you didn't. New timeline's here. Let's just open it up. Ready? Boom. Done. Cool. We're on a new timeline. We really have to let go of, we have to stop being our worst enemies. We need to become our own best friends, because if we're here to unite the world and to play a new earth and to build really cool magical things, we cannot be beating up ourselves, right? What's really cool about the design of creation is that we have unlimited opportunities. We have infinite expansive access to resources and everything. It's the limitation of the human. It's the limitation of self that says that we cannot, right? And so if you are feeling this right now, like, oh no, I feel like I missed out, or oh no, I lost all these things, right? Your morning engraving, please feel what you need to feel. I'm by no means telling you that you need to shift your emotions, right? Part of moving with energy is whatever you're feeling, feel it fully, let it go, because you're clearing it, right? But then what we, but there is a new pathway, right? There's a new truth that's evolving from this situation, and I want to remind you of that. There's a new truth that you are finding from deep within. This was back again to the Sword of Truth. The Cosmic Letter Opener card. I like that. I haven't heard that one. Thank you, Holly. I like that. The Cosmic Letter Opener, yes. Hello, this is the Divine. I'm here to tell you that you're safe, loved, and supported, and that I care about you. And as a result, okay, cool. I have the universe has your back here. So we're gonna pull out a universe has your back card, because now that you said it was a cosmic letter opener, I'm gonna give you the message from the universe, from your higher self, that's going to help you out to discover what affirmations you need for September 2021. September 20. Pause to FaceTime. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go into the high flyer miles. All right. What does the universe want to tell you right now? What sweet, beautiful, luxurious affirmations do you need for your soul right now? What do you need for your soul? What do you need for your love, for your truth, for your clarity? What do you need to hear, see, feel right now that's going to help you to feel abundant, glorious, magical, divine, and spacious? Right. He's got the whole world in his hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. The future is within us. All right. So what, the universe, what do we need for this new form of truth? What will help us to, what affirmations do we need? I like that one better. What affirmation do we need to remind ourselves of where we're going, how to be this beautiful I am from within? All right. Stone Cold Steve Austin, we need to stop smashing stuff. Okay, thanks. I heard the Stone Cold Steve Austin theme song, and I saw him do a wrestling move. And just want to say, Stone Cold, I appreciate you, but you need to stop body slamming people, all right, guys? Okay. Oh, yes. So the affirmation, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Right? So when we were talking about judgment, right? When we've been talking about judgment, right? This is about new eyes, new sight. So maybe a good affirmation is, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. And I feel like this is a way we need to see ourselves right now, right? Is to let go of the shame, the guilt, right? Let go of all those things, all those burdens and worries, and being able to see ourselves through the eyes of God, through the eyes of the divine, through the eyes of the high priestess, perhaps? That we now need to begin to see ourselves in a new light. Especially with all the shadowy elements that have been popping up for so many of us, where it's just like, oh, you gotta meet your family now. And you're like, I don't want to meet my family. They scare me. They're like, no, you need to meet your family. You're like, no. Can you see that your family is you, as the I am? And that it requires to see through the eyes of love, to fully understand what and who you are. And that you've been intelligently, brilliantly, and beautifully created in this form through the eyes of God. And that we have to surrender all judgment. We got to cast out all the old belief systems, right? And allow ourselves to be seen through the eyes of God, as the eyes of God, as that, yes, perfect, divine perfection, all is perfect, all is one. And even myself, right, saying that is like, oh God, what, everything is perfect? Yes, and that's the biggest thing that's coming up with unity consciousness and a part of this revelation, guys, is that everything is perfect, everything's perfect. And it's like, what, how can this be perfect, right? How can this be perfect? And yet it is, for some silly, strange reason. It is. And I feel like that's the new viewpoint and the new perspective, right? Because I feel like nothing will shift. Well, no, hold on. Could have canceled, delete that. Mindful of the words. Things are shifting every now moment. But I feel like the next phase of our ascension pathway and what we're trying to get to as a unified collective, being able to build new earth and take care of one another and complete what we need to complete, get to the agreements, the things that we agreed to do in this lifetime. It's going to require us to let go of a lot of emotional attachment, a lot of guilt, and a lot of fear, so we can help those people that we're here to help and be those people that we're here to be, and facilitate in the way that we can, right? So, London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. All right, so let me take a moment to just reset. Perhaps we are gonna do, all right, so we did fire signs. Should we do air, water, or earth signs next? Because I'm just gonna keep going. I'm doing okay. Yes, timeline switch, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're swapping out all the old crap and bringing in the new air. Air. Water. Shaman D, you still here? She might be. Mama D might be here. I like that. I am perfect. Thank you, Holly, for that. I really do like that. Yes. See, the reason why I personally like saying perfectly imperfect is I give myself an opportunity to grow. Because I recognize that within myself, even though this design is intelligent and silly, it gives it opportunity to expand into more. Earth, yet air resonates. Okay, so we've got how many we got 1 air, 2 air, we got 2 earth, 3 air. I think air wins right now. Okay, we're gonna do air. Building the pillow fort and listening. Is that why? I just read that and I heard Stone Cold Steve Austin. Are the kids wrestling right now, D? That's funny. Okay. Let's do the air. Let's do the air. Do that. I wish I had Palo Santo. I wish that I could use Palo Santo. I'm just having my Palo Santo on stage. Oh, is Joya in here? Hello, Joya. We're gonna do air signs. So sun, moon, rising, and Venus, air signs for 2021. I've never done timestamps. Let me get a pen. Do I have a pen? I'll be right back, kids. I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. Hi. Jumped into a new suit. How's it going? Yeah. I'm sorry, hippie. I'm sorry. So where are we at? We're at 47:17 for air signs. I'm gonna have to start timestamping. And please, guys, check out the Shaman's Light, Mama Destiny's channel. Go over and subscribe. She's got some really good readings, amazing services. She's been helping me since day one. She's one of the few day ones that I have since when we both did the Higher Self network and the Higher Self channel. If you remember the days of when Higher Self was posting 20 million videos a day. Check out Mama Destiny. She's been helping me out a lot throughout the years. Wonderful woman, wonderful parent, wonderful galactic. Doing great. Air signs 2021. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. 37 minutes ago I started the fire. Thank you, James. Thank you. So that would be 11 minutes was fire. Oh god, yeah. I know. 2 million. Yay for the Higher Self channel. Higher Self was such a great opportunity to start my channel, though. That's how I picked a lot of my subscribers up. That and Awakening Our Truth, and Awakening Our Truth isn't here anymore, sadly. All right, so air signs. Air signs, what say you? Air signs, September 2021. Esh umbaye tikiki tite tandunga nagai. September 2021. Let's see, air signs. Yeah. Thank you, Empress. I see you. I see you. Mama Bear, walking the children home. Aye? Aye. Mama Bear is walking the children home. Aye? Aye. Aye? Aye. There's nowhere to go but up, air signs. There's nowhere to go but up. There's nowhere to go but up. We're going north, people. We're going to freaking the clouds. We're going to heaven. Jacob's ladder. All right, air signs, air signs, air signs, air signs. Daddy loves me. Mama loves me too, but Daddy really loves me. He loves you. Father God loves you. Source loves you. Christ consciousness loves you. All right, come on. Come on, air signs. Mm-hmm. Indeed, elevated to the 13th floor. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Boop. Ooh. Okay, air signs, air signs, air signs. First card out, Guardian. Guardian. Guard your energy. This is to me speaking about boundaries, air signs. Air signs. Have you been letting too many people in your field? You got some moochers? Got some moochers out there? Someone really loves your energy. Someone loves your energy. Someone loves your energy. But this to me is about speaking. I feel like you need to unlock your wild self. That's why the wolf is showing up. Like there's a new primality and the primal masculine that's coming through. Accessing your wild nature. You might feel like you need to go howl at the moon, right? Werewolves, if you know, you know. Eh? I feel like there's some sort of cosmic awakening that's happening within you that's requiring you to be a little bit more wild and primal. Like you need to, you know, bite back a little bit. You need to be like, I feel like you've been a human punching bag or a human waste station, and I want to say you're not a dumpster. Okay, you're not. You're not a dumpster. You're not a dumpster. You're actually a very powerful, magnificent being. This could also be that there's a spirit animal or a guardian that's around you that wants to connect with you. Something primal. No schema, dinga. No suto, not in oneness perspective. There's no such thing. Yeah, go Brooklyn style on them. What's up? Yeah, that's... But this is energetically speaking, guys. This isn't physically speaking. I feel like you need to command your space. Like, you need to hold that authority and say no, right? Like, get out of here. And really tune to that. There's something about freedom with this, too, wild freedom. Okay, there's another viewpoint coming in, guys, because this is, you know, once again, there's many different air signs. Air signs. What wolf are you feeding? We all have wolves, right? We got the black wolf and we got the light wolf. We got the night side wolf and the light wolf. What wolf are you feeding, right? What wolf are you feeding? What wolf are you feeding? To me, too, I feel like what's happening is you're also going through a transformation right now with the way I'm seeing this. Because this is speaking to me a little bit like a werewolf under the moon, kind of going through a shift and a transformation. I feel like this new moon and the new moon and the full moon this month is going to bring something up for you. I would pay very special attention to this new moon coming up for air signs. This is a new moon in Virgo, correct? Yeah, new moon in Virgo. There's something happening. There's something awakening within you this month. He's in the room. Who's in the room? He's in the room. There's an awakening, right? Happening through the moon series this month. There's a lunar portal that's awakening your magic. It's awakening your magic. Next card up is lead the way. Light your own path. And I feel like what's happening is that through this transition of September, we start out as the wolf and then we have the deer. Like I feel like you're going to go through a softening which is interesting because fire signs were going through a maturation of the divine child. It almost seems like that you're going into a softening. And notice the antennas that are lighting up. Like, so it was the growl and the bark, and then I feel like some intuitive abilities are going to come online, or you're going to start to have more sensitivity, higher perception. Why? Because you're here to lead. You're here to be a leader. So, don't fight fire with fire. And don't, here's the thing. Don't fight hunger, feed it. Don't fight hunger, feed it. Why would we fight hunger? Just feed it. And I feel like that's a message for someone, right? Whatever you're being called to do, it's asking you to be a leader, to lead the way, be a way shower, be a guide, right? Be a guide. Be a guide. This is also speaking about fire and ice. So someone might be playing with alchemy. There might be some sort of alchemy that's happening. Because it was Mr. Uel Innes, that was telling me that fire and ice are both properties that need to be present during alchemy for metallurgy. Someone might be going through an alchemical process or a transformation right now. That's going to soften you into this really beautiful elk. And the elk itself, it just has more of a softer tonality and a softer energy. And I like that. I feel like both of those parts in balance are going to produce a really great result in your life. It's like being able to stand up, right? Being able to stand up for your beliefs, hold your boundaries firm, right? You might have to cast sacred space more, people. So going into sacred ceremony, turning your whole life into a sacred ceremony, and making sure that you're working with circles to close and open energies, close down portals, open up portals, setting up sacred space. I think it's going to help right now with what's coming through. This also might be speaking of sensitivity to certain energies, right? So if you find that you're feeling the collective a lot, you might have to hold space. Also, some of you are being called into a new guardianship role. A guardian of children, a guardian of families. Oh, I felt that one. Guys, you don't have to fear it, right? You don't have to fear being a guardian. I've gone through many phases of like, oh my gosh, I have to do what? Sensitivity is a beautiful thing. So here's what happens when I feel people too much. I say, this is what I tell myself, because it's about subconscious for myself, I found. My light body is transmuting all the energies that I'm interacting with. And as a result that I'm not taking on, my light is producing energy that's shifting that out of the field. There's a big difference. I'm not sitting there going, oh my gosh, and allowing myself to be overcome by energies. The power of my light, the power of our light is shifting energies out. It is moving energies. You are a transmitter of hope, love, and light. And as a result, you are moving that energy now. And you are clear. Clear for takeoff. Okay, all right. So let's go into some clarity for air signs. Forward momentum, people. Forward momentum. One. I just saw the Two of Cups flash in my third eye. Someone give and take. Dokai Dorakai. Air sign, September 2021. Interesting, I'm hearing the song Waterfalls by TLC. Don't go chasing waterfalls. It's interesting because that song is kind of like a don't try something new, right? And that's far from the case. Chase waterfalls. Don't chase, be the waterfall. But like if you're feeling like there's a new avenue coming up, especially with the leading the way card, please follow it. Please follow it. Follow it. Oh, it's so nice to see you too. You lovely, beautiful, beautiful beings of light. Awesome. It's awesome to be back on here. We're shifting, moving. There's the Empress card again. Thank you, Mama. There's a mother energy helping out right now. September 2020. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Look at me. I can be center field. We don't play games. I like this, guys. Air signs, I like this. Okay, starting out the reading. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Diligently working away at your dreams, goals. This might be at school. I'm hearing school for some of you. Like, you're definitely focused, right? You're focused. You're keeping your head down. You're doing what you need to do. You're kind of like, and you know, it's interesting. I feel like also too with the collective sensitivity and guarding your energies, I feel like if you just like focus on yourself and not what's going on around you, I feel like this is going to help for some of you. What are you building though? What are you building up towards? You are building up towards the Four of Wands. Yay! You're building up for the Four of Wands. I like this. Air signs. You're building a happy, sturdy, friendly family home. You're building up for a welcoming. You might be building up for a marriage. You're building up for that 11-11 though. The Four of Wands is that energy of welcome home, right? Welcome home. Next we have the Three of Cups. Celebration, unity with people. You might be actually, okay, for air signs out there, some of you might be building an actual home, like building a retreat center with friends, or building a family, or building, getting a piece of land and doing something with it, right? So there is in this month, I see that you are working for this. And I want to see what happens, right? I feel like this is a gathering. Like, you've got an idea of where you're going to go, what you're going to do, how you're going to get this started. And now the Knight of Swords energy. It's time to go, people. Full steam ahead. The only thing about the Knight of Swords for me is that it is still a little bit cutting, right? It is a little bit cutting. And so this might be a warrior aspect of yourself that's coming through. Like, the only way I can get this is by blasting ahead. We are the knights who say neek. Have you guys seen that? We are the knights who say neek. One of my favorite things. One of my favorite, what is that, Holy Grail? It's okay. You're good, sweetie. I'm going to be doing personal readings. If you want to email me, foundersoflight@gmail.com, I will be doing personal readings offline. These are just, right now we are on air signs. So back to the reading, because I got a little distracted. I'm a little ADD kid sometimes. Oh, squirrel. I feel like when you get the green light over this month about this, I feel like some of you too might be very protective over this project that you're working on. Like, you're fearing that something might come in and stir things up or wreck the pot. Okay, wreck the pot. I wouldn't be too worried about this in the month of September. Why? Because at the end here you have the Nine of Pentacles. You are one pentacle away. You are one pentacle away from the Ten of Pentacles, which is the everlasting everything, right? Everlasting God stoppers. Oh, universe, you're my only friend. Yeah, because we're all friends here and we're all of the universe. So we started out with the 8 and we ended with the 9. So what is kind of sandwiched between these two cards right now in this transition, okay, is this celebration of a new home and this, I want to almost say, put your sword away. Put your sword away. I like the Knight of Swords because it isn't action energy. It's a let's get shit done. But so is the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Knight of Swords is just a little bit quicker. You know what? Let's get some clarity on this Nine of Swords. The Knight. It's not Nine of Swords. Why did I say Nine of Swords? Oh, interesting. So then with the Knight of Swords, let's get some clarity on the Knight of Swords, because it does feel like there's like this steady movement and motion, and then the Knight of Swords comes out and it's like, let's do this. Ooh, okay. Air signs. So this Knight of Swords. Oh, we're getting clarity now. I like this. I like this for whoever this is. We're getting clarity. I like clarity. Now we're getting to the juicy stuff. We're getting to the juicy stuff. I'm silly, by the way. Hi, I'm Corey. I'm silly. Nice to meet you. Clarity for the Knight of Swords, please. Clarity for the Knight of Swords. Clarity, 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 clarity. Ooh, interesting. I'm hearing song Gravity by John Mayer. Hello, silly. Hi, I'm silly. No, you're silly. We're silly. Why? Because we all one silly. Silly unit of measurement. Why do humans measure? Because we have to quantify things. We can't just allow them to be. Tangibility, form. Cannot be formless. Yes, it can. It can be formless. Why? Pursuit of happiness. Nay. Nay, nay, nay. Be happy now. So this Knight of Swords energy is coming up as a Six of Cups. So this might be a soulmate, right? This might be someone that's got a little bit of the cuddly dudleys, the feelsies, wheelsies with you. Why? Because they see you in this energy. The Knight of Swords sees that you're building something beautiful. And they're like, ew, I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that. So be mindful. Be mindful. But it doesn't, it feels innocent, especially with the Six of Cups. It doesn't feel like it's coming in to do anything to harm you. It feels innocent. But this also, too, might be a project that you're working on, which is funny. I feel like a part of your role of what you're building is to help out the Knight of Swords. To help out people that have gone to war, right? So especially if you've... This might have to do with... Yeah. It's funny how the cards pop up. I know you know, sweetie. I know you know. But I feel like this project, what you're building, is going to be helping people that have survived some sort of illness or they fought something. This could be in regards to cancer. It could be sickness, emotional well-being, behavioral health things. Hello there. Hi, Chelsea. This Knight of Swords, though, so in one level, I see that someone's coming in to help, and it's a cute Six of Cups energy, right? A cute Six of Cups energy. But I feel like whatever momentum is gathering, and it feels like this is only for a few of you, because there's some of us that are getting these downloads for projects right now, is that, so I apologize if this isn't for everyone, but you might be building like some sort of home for kids, a home for veterans, a shelter for homeless, like, because there's so many avenues this can go in. Whatever you're building in the month of September, it's ending you out in the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, which is sitting quite luxurious with her birds going, why, yes, please. I did that. I like this energy. Ooh. So I'm trying to figure, just give me a moment, guys. I need to sit with this. Okay. There's something to be mindful, though, of. Nine of Pentacles showed up and the Devil card came out. The Devil card came out. And I feel like there's something with an obsession with money that could be getting in the way a little bit. So let's clear, cancel, delete that. Also, too, is actually, now that we got that one out of the way, because I love this. I love that I pull out the card, I'm like, why is it here? Right? And it was immediately like, someone might be obsessed with money. Okay, let's clear that out. Now it's clear, I see a whole new arrival of this card. Might be working with people that have addictions. There's so much, so many stuff, so much going on with this that that you might be helping people to work through their devil energy. And I feel like why is because you've got this really homely, hearty, celebratory spirit. Like you're really diligent in what you do. A part of your job on galactic New Earth, on multidimensional New Earth, is that you have this really beautiful, vibrant, unified self, and that's going to help people to pull out this energy and to see this energy in a different way, right? So whatever you're doing, air signs, because this is more than just a project now. I feel like just who you are as the essence of you is going to help people to come to terms with their own obsession, with their own prison, their own hell. And I feel like that's why you're here. Because see how the devil is underneath the Nine of Pentacles? I feel like you're pulling this up out of people, and you're bringing this up into the light. And I love how it's all this golden energy. Like you're bringing the light to these people that might have obsessions, that might have. You're working with alchemy. You're working with alchemy. Like I feel like you're working with the shadow in a very healthy way. And I want to say that whatever you're doing, the foundation of what you're building is proving to be intelligent by design, and it is proving to work. Okay, it's working. The way that you are accessing the shadowy realms and how you are working this right now for other people and for the future of humanity, it looks good. Because this whole reading is just glorious. It's beautiful. And I feel like all of your beautiful energy is helping to clear this out of all people. Like we're dissolving the judgment and the fear. And feeling like a recluse, feeling abandoned, right? Some of you might be working with the prison systems. So thank you. Thank you. I know what it's like to do that work etherically for the prison systems. Are there any other cards that want to come out? Let's go into a universe that has your back. Thank you. Let's go into the universe that has your back. So what affirmations do air signs need for the month of September? Month of September. Dishkuntanganai banganegegutanetimiti shik or uti mai ganagai. So impunachime is oh, the heart chakra. Not a lot of hearts hurting here. So the universe has your back. Boy. Universe has your back. What does it want to say right now? What does it want to say? Oi? I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. I like this. Because if you see that the card has a lot of shadow around it, and it's just beaming light, and I feel like that's what overall this energy is, very much so right now, is that you're using all of your light, all of your home, happiness, hearth energy, the fire of your heart, to cast out shadows out of people's lives. Please keep doing what you're doing, because I feel like you're welcoming in a lot of beautiful things in this world. And as it's saying, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. Right, and we got the owl here. So it might be speaking of a watcher. You might be a watcher, actually. If you know about the watchers, you'll know. But I feel like your dedication is going to bring great results in the month of September. Great results. And to keep doing what you're doing and what you're working on. Because you got a lot of support here. You got a lot of support, and there's a lot of people that are standing behind this work. I can feel it. Like, I feel the depth of it when I'm tuning into the reading. Like, I'm feeling like, wow, like, this is awesome. Keep working your alchemy. Keep working your magic, because it's helping. So thank you, air signs. Thank you, air signs. We're going to finish up air signs. What time are we at? 74:05. 74:05. Air That was fire. All right, how's everyone doing? We're gonna have some coffee. It went quiet. Why'd the chat go quiet? I miss So Will. I miss So Will. I like that Holly wounded bird in. Keep those wings flapping, all right? Steven Jenkins, isn't that the name of the lead singer from Third Eye Blind? It is. I know that for a fact. Hi, Steven. How's everyone doing? Beautiful. Yes. So let's run some light. It's tricky to rock around, to rock around, to rock around. It's tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Alright. It's tricky to rock around. Yeah, of course. So, okay, should we do group huddle, guys? Group huddle, right? Team support here. Team support, guys. Okay, no, let's not get in everyone's energy, but team huddle. Do we do water or do we do earth next? Roundtable discussion. Opening the floor. Yeah. Oh, sugar. Earth. We're gonna do earth signs. We got earth, we got water. Thank you. Thank you, Sacred and Salty. You are delightful. No, you're delightful. You're a towel. I'm not a towel, you're a towel. Earth, earth, earth. Earth last. Okay, so we had 2 earth, 2 water. So we got 1 more vote. All right. Hi, Teresa. How are you? Good. Okay, so we're gonna do earth. We're gonna do earth. Work on earth. Calling Major Tom to ground control. Let me just go ahead and shake some stuff off. I'll be right back. These readings are no joke, people. My tummy showed. My tummy showed. We gotta get the angel wings flapping, right, guys? Angel wings flapping. Okay, cool. This is a real treat. Thank you. You're a real treat. Thank you. You're special. Love you guys. Okay. Oh. Perhaps we recharge with an Andara. We kiss the earth that we walk upon. Share the earth magic of the Andar. Yes, dragon wings, fairy rings. Fairy rings. So we're just going to get the Andar out. Get some sparkles going. Look at this. Look at that. Let her clean. She's like, I'm going to cleanse your field. I'm going to cleanse your energy. Why? Because I'm an earth guardian. And I got magic. Asuka. There we go. There we go. I already feel better. I love having my Andaras. They help me out so much. These are my best friends. Okay, so we're gonna do Earth sign. Earth signs at 7747. Hi, welcome to Earth. What can I make for you today? Well, I want a Milky Way. A supernova. You are a supernova. Why do you want a supernova? Because I want to fight fire with fire. But the universe is about balance, kids. About balance. Right? Thank you. Thank you. Ah, I love coming into Earth energy. Ah, Earth. Hi. How are you? Earth energy. Yes. Oh, I love you, Earth signs. With so much fire in my chart, like coming into the energy of Earth right now, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. Hi. Tukendangai. Oh, sweet. Oh, you don't need to get annoyed. It's okay. Oh, good. We're all good, guys. Balance. Stabilize. I know, Kishkunda dieta. I know, sweetie. You're in a safe space. Just keep telling yourself, I am God, I am sovereign, I am free. Center of the galaxy. Oh, excuse me, I burped. All right, Earth signs. September 2021. What is in for the Earth signs? Thank you. I love having my friends helping me out. Thank you. Remind me. Tushkenage. Muturuka Ishira. Okay, Earth signs. Interesting. I'm hearing the song Father's House by Corey Asbury. He's a Christian singer. Earth signs. So there might be something about religion, curiosity with religion that's coming up. I don't know. There might be, you might be coming into like a priesthood within yourself. Like, I'm not saying like literally going into, you might be, right? But I feel like there's an activation sequence of awakening your priest or priestess energy, like a sacred vow that's occurring. I hear it. Bashkuntega namuhu chiriata. Earth signs. Spiritual evolution. Set your heart free. Set your heart free. I'm walking in a spider web, so leave a message and I'll call you back. I feel like you're looking to the future for some sort of miracle, waiting on a miracle, awaiting some sort of message, divine inspiration for a divine action, a new pathway. What is this? Like you're looking up for the heavens, you're looking up to the heavens. And you're looking for something, eyes to the sky. And it's interesting because this is that song, Father, by Corey Asbury, Father's House. How's it go? Ooh, lay your burdens down. Ooh, here in the Father's house. Check your shame at the door. So I feel like you're looking to the heavens for something like a higher calling or a higher truth. Dude, it's one of my favorite songs, Teresa. I love Corey Asbury. I love him. There's something though that you're awaiting. It's like a sign from the heavens, a clarion call of some sort, a message, a download. What is it that you're receiving? The other thing too about spiritual evolution is I feel like you're expanding into the realms of awe and wonder through September, which I love this energy. Earth signs. By far, I love this energy for you. It's like what? It's like looking into the vast, infinite creation and going, I can do anything. Everything is available to me now. Anything is possible. I feel like you're gonna have a moment of a great awakening, but this isn't a burning bush like, oh my gosh, kind of awakening. This awakening feels like it's like a, whoa, I'm here. I made it. This could be that you're retrieving. I feel like there's a soul piece coming back through this, because there's been a lot of soul stuff going on. I feel like, yeah, the energy got a lot calmer, right? Thank you, Earth signs. I'm bouncing my fiery ass. I feel like there's some sort of awe-inspiring awakening, like the awes and wonders of the universe. Some of you might be actually having encounters with ships. Okay, some of you might be seeing light ships. Okay, I want to remind you, as within, so without. What you're seeing without is within. Plain and simple. But there's something really like magical that's opening up to you. It might be a portal or a wormhole. It's like there's something, a breakthrough moment where you're like, aha, I get it. And it's like, what's happening is, it's interesting because the next card out is Ascended Masters. Create open communication. And I feel like that's what this is. I feel like you are awakening to God. Because especially Father's House playing by Corey Asbury, I feel like you're awakening to God or God consciousness, and now you're going to start communicating. Like you might have been having trouble communicating to your aspects, right? You might have been having issues communicating to higher consciousness or hearing the realms of multidimensionality. And I feel like they're coming in really close to talk to you right now. Like there's this seriousness in the energy, and it's not like this like stern or firm, but there's this like, we're here and we've got you. Like they're coming in close, and as a result, you might be deepening this connection. Yes, Merlin. Yes to Merlin. This energy very much so feels like Yeshua or Yahweh or Sananda or Jesus. Whatever this is a very powerful communication that you're building right now through September. I invite you to take this awakening, to hold on to it. Take this awakening and pull it into your heart and just go, wow, like I'm here. Wow. Wow. I feel like what's going to help is, I feel like it's going to require some surrender to hear fully, and to know fully, and to see fully, to taste fully, to sense fully. A part of awakening our senses is we do have to surrender. I feel like there's going to be a breakthrough moment where you're like, you know what? This almost could be seeing beyond the veil for some of you. I mean, we are coming up. October is definitely one of those times, right, where the sensitivity is increased, but I feel like you're creating a communication link, a dialogue with your higher self. And whatever this is, it's beautiful. It really is. I love how this watery essence is coming through in the sky, right? Like, it's like almost like, I don't want to, like I feel like you're awakening to the looking glass. Let's clear that. I'm just going to leave it there with, if you know, you know. So for some of you, you might be seeing into the looking glass, through the looking glass. And if you know, you know. I'll just leave it there. But communicate with your higher self, your guides, your God self. Okay? Yeah. I know what it's like. I've gone through this, and I'm currently experiencing some of these things. Either way, this is very magical for you. So I see this in many different levels. Let's go back to the, reset that. Thank you. I don't know. I just feel like kind of like sitting and staring off. This might be a time for silent observation for the earth signs. Sorry, I kind of got stuck in this, not stuck in this energy, but like, it's like whatever you're focused on or whatever's happening, it requires observation and stillness, and to just be with it. To be with it, because it's going to require opening up and surrendering judgment to allow this in, to see it and to sense it fully, to experience this. It's definitely an awakening, but it feels like a harmonious, like awe-inspiring awakening. It doesn't feel like a catapult, like it's a catalyst. It's a catalytic. But it doesn't feel like the one that stirs you up. I feel like it's the one that opens your heart and blesses you. Like, I feel like it's like, oh my God, God is real. Like, oh my gosh, God is real. And that's really cool. That's really, really cool. I like that energy. So Earth sign, September 2021. What do we need to know about September 2021? September. There we go, good. Moving on up. Yes. Okay. Whoa. All right, so we're starting out with the King of Wands. Remember how I said Yeshua? I was saying like it feels like a Yeshua energy or a Yahweh energy. That's kind of what's coming through, the archetype of the master. So we got King of Wands here. King of Wands. And it feels like right now this awakening is very much so an awakening to Christ consciousness within yourself. Within yourself. Whatever's happening right now, okay, so through this, whatever's happening right now, there's a decision that's been made, a fair decision, Justice card coming up, and things are coming into balance. I feel like there's a creator aspect of you that's coming back. A higher dimensional self version of you that's coming back. Like this to me is saying it's time for you to return. It's time for you to come fully back into the body because there's been a lot of stuff going on with this. I feel like it's an awakening of Christ consciousness that's happening for the earth signs. What it's requiring though of you is Ten of Swords. This is ego death to me. This right now is coming through as ego death. I feel like a part of your awakening is that you're going to have this experience and you're going to experience an ego death of some sort. Why? We got the Hierophant. It's awakening to your higher self within. So it's interesting. The Hierophant card always spoke to me of like a higher guide, a higher mystical aspect that was outside of us. And it was Reem from Miss Reemy Healings and Patrick from Ryokaruk. We're in a group talking about it. And she said she saw the Hierophant as her higher self or her higher guide. And very much so with these two cards, I feel like you're ready to have this awakening. Like I feel like this higher dimensional version of you says it's time for the earth signs to have this. Because they've been through enough pain. They deserve to go through the shedding. And the higher self within is going to awaken. Now, why is that? I think there's been a choice because, hold on. How does this want to come through? Because this card has been read a certain way recently, but I don't want to take it out of that reading, but that's what it's reminding of. It's because you're here to do some sort of charitable work by giving others. I feel like in September you're going through an awakening of Christ consciousness or a higher dimensional aspect of like Sananda, Yeshua, Mother Mary. There's something like it's almost like a new blueprint that's happening. And there's a whole rebirth sequence that's happening right now. Your higher self is calling this in, definitely. So I always see like if we were in the dimensions, I don't want to go into, there is kind of like a hierarchical with dimensional bandwidth, right? And I feel like what's overseeing this being brought into balance is the higher self. Like, I feel like, so for you earth signs, I feel like the higher self, like if we could see this as God within you, is saying, you know what? We need to bring this into balance. There's been too much betrayal energy, too much betrayal of self, denial of yourself, denial of gifts, denial of who you are. And the Hierophant's coming in going, we need to gift earth signs this awakening. Because they're here to produce some sort of charity work. They're meant to give back. They're meant to give back to this world. Give back to this earth, maybe, too. This is really powerful. This is like a rebirth. And the way that it's being overseen right now is it's the higher realms. Once again, the Ascended Masters, okay? The Ascended Masters are the ones that are doing this because they said, you know what, guys, we've put you through a lot. Earth signs, you've been through a lot on this journey, right? And we agree that it's time to bring this whole thing into justice, into balance, and it's time for you to receive the pieces of you back. Because I also see the Six of Pentacles as a soul retrieval. Thank you to Mr. Alexander Galactic Tarot for bringing that up, because that's exactly as I was reading it too in this instance. Was about the Six of Pentacles being a soul retrieval. But I feel like it's also though too is because you're here to do some work. Like I feel like you're gonna go into an awakening of an Ascended Master aspect of you, because you're gonna start a pilgrimage of some sort. And I feel like you're here to bring balance to the world. Like you're here to give charitably. So Earth signs, this awakening it feels like a wondrous opportunity. It feels wonderful and beautiful for the Earth signs for September 2021. Yeah, we gotta do yeah, we're gonna go into, this was a really simple reading for Earth signs. I'm kind of just like admiring the energy because I want to see what comes through. And I feel like you need to pull through your higher self, guys. I feel like you need to pull through your higher self and communicate with your higher self. So what you can do is call upon the highest aspect of you from within. Call upon your higher selves now. If you're an Earth sign or you want to do this right now, call on your higher self. Beat you to it. Yeah. Call on your higher self. Because there's something that wants to be communicated. There's something being returned to you. There's something being returned to you. It's a gift. It's a blessing. It's an offering from the divine. And I'm even feeling a little emotional right now, guys. Not gonna lie. I feel a little emotional. Whatever this is, it's gonna be clearing up a lot in your life. And this feels like a revelation. Almost like a burning bush, yeah? Almost like a burning bush, but it doesn't feel so catalytic or like, oh my God. It doesn't feel like one of those. It feels like a, whoa. So universe has your back. What does the universe has your back reading? What does it want to say? Hello. Universe has your back. What's going on? Universe has your back. I recognize that I have chosen fear, and I choose again. I choose love. I feel like this awakening to divine love, eternal love, eternal bliss is gonna, what's gonna happen actually, hold on, let me reset this energy, thank you. I feel like what's gonna help for you right now with this connection to the masters, to your higher self, is to make sure that you are choosing love consciously. Recognize, you know what, I've chosen fear, and today I consciously choose love. And every now and moment, I choose love. And keep choosing love. It's going to help with the opportunities that are arriving and the timelines that we've been talking about, right? Just keep choosing love. Keep choosing love. Yeah, stay strong, sweetie. Keep choosing love. Over and over again, keep choosing love. I see through the eyes of love. I become love. I am love. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. I'm loved. I'm healed. I'm enlightened. So mote it be. Either way, this awakening is really, really cool for you Earth signs. So, whoa, whoa, whoa. How cool is that? All right, water signs. We're on to water. Water. We hit the water and it's so cold. So cold. Feel you on distance. Oh gosh, passing out of the ring of, I'm giving birth like etheric birth. I've given etheric birth. I gave birth to a dragon. As a man, yes, it's possible. That was painful. Giving birth to a dragon. Okay. All right. All right. So then we're gonna go into water signs. We're now at 99.20. All right, guys, we're gonna take a stretch break. I need to stretch and get my wings out. Oh, yoga for the soul. Yoga for the soul. I got the grid work. The grid work body right now. Oh, man. Hey, look, another Andara. Look. Look. Whoever's screaming Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, we're not doing the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck for the water signs. I am not pulling that energy out right now. Last night, I pulled out my Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, all right? You want to know what I went through for about 3 hours? I'm not pulling out that deck right now. Oh, yeah, I love it, though. It feels so good. Being a guitar player, it's just one of those things. It's just... Yeah, I'm learning to stretch more. Gwen Stefani, the spiderweb quickie was awesome, Corey. Thank you. Yeah, I'm walking in a spiderweb. Yeah. Oh, that's about like my journey for the past couple of months, and now we're just like getting all the webs off, right? I you know, oh, the webs we weave. I love the energy of the spider, but if you know, you know. If you know, you know, right? If you know, you know. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to the gold. Welcome. I like gold. I like this gold. This gold. The Marian gold. It's not about wealth. It's about the color of gold. Christ consciousness. Okay. All right. I'm being silly. It's time to get centered and serious, kids. Okay. All right. What a science. What a. I need a quarter for some water for my daughter's dog. Yep, if you know, you know. I need a quarter for some water for my daughter's dog. These crystals love you. Yeah, and ours are awesome. They're great crystals. If I ever get my website back up, I had some for sale. I still have a bunch that I need to let go of, but I don't have anywhere. I had beetles everywhere last night. I was talking to beetles. It was so cool. I know. Yes, cup of water. Actually, that's a really good idea. We're gonna have some water. We got some alkaline water. Well, Mystical, you can reach out to me. foundersoflight@gmail.com. I've got a bunch. I'm just not near any address right now, but I still have all my, got all my packages and shipping and stuff. It's okay, sweetie. You're good. You're good. You're safe to express. You're safe to express. This is a safe place. This is a safe place. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go to water signs. Water. Bring in the energy of water. Water signs. September 2021. Ooh. Ooh. Guys, the war is over. I love you. The war is over. Yeah. We celebrate New Earth. Yeah. Oi, takin ako, tishto ka. Yes. Water does have memory. Good for vibrating energy. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen Jenkins. Appreciate you. Appreciate you all for coming out and playing in the mystical land. All right, so Water signs, September 2021. Okay, you know what? All right. So my guides are now telling me to go to the Mystical Shaman deck for water signs. So we're gonna go to the Mystical Shaman deck. Oh my gosh. Dude, the fairies just went really. Right, I was like, they're like Mystical Shaman, Mystical Shaman. I'm like, they're like Mystical Shaman, Mystical Shaman, Mystical Shaman. Now the fairies are going berserk right now. So whoever brought in the freaking fairies, I love you guys. You might be playing with some fairies. Like, they're like Mystical Shaman, Mystical Shaman. Right when I grabbed it, it was like, ah! I was like an uproar of fairies. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, I love you. I love the fairies. That's hilarious. That's really funny. Oh, the sprites. Scary monsters and nice sprites, right? Alright, so we're gonna go into the Mystical Shaman deck then. Instead of that. So, water signs. Your energy there might be some sort of sacred rite or initiation that's going on. There might be a balancing of energetics in regards to Earth in your life. This is feeling like coming out of stasis and into evolution. Okay, into evolution. So, interesting, because my North Node is in Pisces. So, okay, I get it. So, if you have a water sign that's North Node, please check your North Node too, because I do work a lot with North Node energy in my chart right now. So, right on time. Right on time. Hi, Patrick! Yeah, water signs. And water signs and fairies, Patrick, so. And Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. You might be going through a rite of passage too. So, welcome. Welcome, people. Welcome. Alright, so. Supernovas. Supernovas. Water signs. Water signs. So I'm hearing a song, it's by the Ataris, and it's called So Long Astoria. These are the best days of our lives. You might be closing out a cycle, childhood cycle, in regards to childhood trauma. Water signs. Water signs. So I'm hearing So Long Astoria. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Jaguar. Jaguar, Jaguar, Jaguar. Jaguar energy is coming out. Very strong predator, guard, on the prowl, on the hunt. Water signs, water signs. You know, it's coming up with Beauty Way. With Beauty Way. And I feel like you're guiding your shadow back into this beautiful energy. Water signs, I feel like you have a kind of like a predatory aspect, whoever I'm reading this for. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I feel like you're leading your shadow back into the light, back into this beautiful pathway. Also, too, is, you know what? Water signs, I feel like you view this life of beauty with disgust. Live from the pillow fort, it's Saturday night. Hi, D. I feel like there's almost a predatory response or stance when you see beautiful energy. Like a flourishing flower. Like there's this like, what are you? You smell like roses. Because the jaguar, to me, likes flesh. The jaguar, it's the predatory hunt is eat flesh. And when it sees a flower and smells a rose, it's like, what are you, you foreign beautiful thing? This is weird. And I feel like, so one level of it is that there might be almost this little bit of a passive-aggressive energy to you. A little bit. Like, in one sense passive, one sense aggressive. And you're now trying to harmonize this and bring this into balance. Like, how do I show up in the power of the jaguar, yet the flourishing, blossoming beauty of the heart space, of the flower, of the lotus. You know, the lotus grows in mud. The lotus grows in mud. And I feel like right now there's something coming into balance through September for you. That's in regards to beauty, nature, and even how you're viewing beauty. I feel like it's almost a viewpoint or an aspect of beauty. Like seeing things in a new way, trying to see everything as beautiful. Like, cause the jaguar kind of seems a little bit like background energy. Like jaguar seems kind of like in the shadow, in the corner, like observing. Kind of playing safe, water signs? Are you playing it safe? I feel like you're trying to play it safe right now. And please don't be on the defensive when I say this. I'm just a messenger. What do we say? Don't shoot the messenger? I love you. I love you, water signs. I love you. But, you know, especially certain water signs like Pisces, they've got a little bit of that. I love you, Pisces. I love you so much. I love you. Scorpios too. Scorpios, yes. People are like, Scorpios. Cancer too. Yeah, I agree. All water signs have a little bit of that bite. A little bit of that bite. But either way, what's coming forward for you is about bringing things into balance and into perspective in your own life through September. So there's a few different scenarios, a few different viewpoints, and I feel like I touched on them. There are also too is you might need to, because of the beautiful flower that you are, you might need to call on a little bit of a guardian aspect or a shadowy version of yourself to help you. So we can assign our shadows roles. Okay, I was actually talking to Patrick about this. Patrick and Reem about this. We were talking about shadow work. And we can assign our shadows to have roles. Thank you. And so I feel like what this is not for protection, but for a sense of guardianship in your life. Though also too, now that we tuned, because all of a sudden it was like, we're shifting this one to a higher timeline. So thank you for shifting that out. I feel like there's a lot of feline energy that's coming through for you in September. I feel like you're going to go through a Lyran awakening. You're going to awaken to your origins of Lyra. And you're going to awaken to this is Elohim too, speaking of Elohim. I feel like you're awakening to some sort of creator aspect. Okay, so we're gonna clear it up. Now, let's go ahead and clear the deck. Water signs, water signs. I feel like someone has to completely obliterate anything deal like, and this is, by the way, this is up collectively. Okay, this is up collectively, guys. Yeah. This is up collectively. And I want to mention it. It has to do with racism. Okay. Mama D over at Shaman's Light did a really great blog entry on her webpage about this. And this to me is very much so, there's some sort of segregation energy that's coming through here, or separation energy. All right, and I just want to call it out like I see it in the field, right? It exists within all of us. I've been hearing it, because right now, like I mentioned earlier, what's been up, if you want to tune it, because I'm not going to bring that into this reading, I'm not going to bring something that we cleared already into this now. So go back to the beginning of the video. I talked about timelines that are clearing, that are done, that we're pushing out of the way, and we're clearing out of our freaking body, right? And there might be this energy of like segregation or pushing right now, and this like kind of push-pull, like to stand up to stand up for your ethnicity, which is by all means, it's necessary for some people. And I have to be mindful here because of, once again, my skin tone. But this energy is showing up right now, guys. And I feel like when we encounter an energy like this, we face it head on, okay? When it comes to segregation and racism, things like that, right? If we still hold on to this wounding within ourselves, okay, which is understandable. I can only understand from my perspective, okay? I don't know what it's like to be in a different ethnicity. I do only by stating that I have Native American aspects that I awaken to, and that's been strange awakening to them, right? But as far as what I came down here and signed up for in this form, I signed up to be Corey in this timeline, in this pathway, in this version of me, and I chose to shine up to be in this form and to look like this. Okay? So a part of my responsibility then is that I have this form, is that I don't judge others based on the form, right? And we all hold different pathways, especially when it comes to different bloodlines and ancestral heritage stuff. I feel like someone's stuck in an ancestral lineage thing and they're not breaking out of it. They're not breaking out of it. Like, it feels like it's perpetuating a pattern or a cycle, and that right now is keeping a timeline kind of like locked in on one timeline. So if you feel like you're trying to do things, but it's just like doing the same thing over and over again, it's because there's it's a loop, and it feels like it's an ancestral loop that needs to clear, and it regards judgment and pain, like really, really, really deep trauma. Hello, Danielle. Hello. And I feel like right now that's coming up, and whenever an energy like this comes up and I sense it in the field, like, let's work through it, right? We can work through it. And completely allow all of that to fall. Because you're right to have your feelings, okay? You're right to have your opinion. You're right to have all of these things. But as far as evolution is concerned, evolving to the next version of yourself, the next dimensional layer, the next bandwidth, the next perspective of you, this is what feels like is kind of in there that's not allowing this next version of you to show up. And so I wanted to be mindful of that in the field and in the energy of what I'm reading, because I'm not going to ignore energy, right? If I see the energy, I'm going to go, okay, let's work with this, right? Let's clear it. Yeah, we have. And this is it's a touchy subject, guys. It's a touchy subject. There's a lot of sensitivity going on in the collective, especially with this pathway. I've been noticing it myself, right? And I have to observe my own patterns, right? I have to observe my own separation, right? Especially being an Anglo-Saxon, white European male who's got a lot of Celtic lineage, right? And I feel this one deep within, right? Because I by no means, I do not have a hateful bone in my body. But there is cellular programming that exists. I want to say something really quick too about this, and then we'll go further into the reading. Okay. Consumerism. Okay. There is programming and subliminals within everything. There's symbology and ideology embedded within our clothes, embedded within our nails, embedded within the foods we eat, embedded in the grocery store, embedded in the billboards, right? So we might not have woken up consciously to someone being, whoa, okay, we're gonna put that one there. I like that. Cool. That card showed up. We might not be water sign. Ace of Cups showed up at the beginning of the reading, so this is good. It's good. Whatever's coming through right now that we're working through is bringing up the Ace of Cups, but I kind of want to put it back because we're not done with the clearing yet. Oh, maybe, are we? Okay, we'll keep it. All right. So what it requires is that we are constantly consuming and receiving messages from the universe, including in our exterior reality. And some of us have been, a lot of us in society are waking up to the fact that like everything is coded, right? Like everything is casting a spell. This is the whole Tower of Babel thing, recognizing things like that, right? And so if you come across this sense of things within you, such as like racism or segregation, whether it's you were on the receiving, like, so whether you were the quote unquote victim or the victimizer of that experience or that trauma, like it's embedded within everything. It's embedded in our flags. It's embedded. It's sad. It's really sad. It's the way the world is, right? But what we do is we can surrender all judgment at all costs, and we can give ourselves an opportunity to feel and to grieve what we need to feel and let it go and begin to pursue a new passion, a new role. Because the thing is that with really deep traumas such as this that was arriving, when you heal it and feel it fully, paskunte maga nature ti sakai, you can now take the magic from that situation, the gold from that healing, and you can now apply that into some sort of expression in your life. So it might be like some form of creation, poetry, right? There's someone shared with me some really good poetry of people that survived, really nasty things that have occurred in this world. Gosh, there's a song, and I can't think of it right now, and I can see her right now. It's a black and white. It's a black and white movie. She was a jazz singer, and she spoke about lynches. She sung a song about African Americans and lynch mobs, and she came out in front of an entire white audience and sang this song, and it was, oh my gosh, to see what she did with her pain. Yes, it was Billie Holiday, I believe. Thank you. If you guys know the song, please, but to like see it, right, is like she took this pain and she turned it into a miracle. And like that was her alchemy, was her creation. And that's why I like to say it's really important for us to face our traumas, because we can alchemize it, right? By doing that work, we can turn it into something. We can turn our own process into something, right? And that's what I feel like the beauty way is now showing up with, is it's like, I feel like there's some really deep trauma in this. It's like unleashing this jaguar, but once you step into the alchemy, right? Once you step into your alchemy, I feel like it's gonna blossom something for you. And this is more of an invitation of, rather than like standing away from it and standing guard from it, right? Or like feeling like I deserve to have this way, see a way for you to approach it a little bit and to see it and feel it through, because I feel like there's some form of beautiful creation or beautiful art that can come through for that for you, okay? So we'll leave it there. All right, new timeline. Okay. So let's go into this. Okay, so what do we want to go into? Water signs, September 2021. Either way, there's some sort of new emotional beginning, some sort of a gift from the universe. Interesting. I feel like there's a gift of healing in this. I feel like the gift in September 21 is a gift to heal this ancestral line. Water signs. I feel like it's a gift to feel fully. Because the Ace of Cups is usually a new beginning, but I feel like this is an offering, which I might be the messenger of this for you for September 2021. Not to get all egoic or anything, but like I might be here standing as a witness saying, hey guys, it's time to shift this out. And this is the offering right now, is if you guys want to heal this, you can, right? Here's the Fountain of Youth, right? Here's what we can do. Here's the blueprint. We can shift it out right here, right now. Okay. And part of that is we have to offer it up to the divine. We have to offer this up, right? So not only is the universe offering us an opportunity to heal this, but it's also, we can offer this up by saying no more, like, universe, I've had this pain, right? Because the Ace of Cups doesn't talk about pain, but I'm just gonna bounce with this, right? The Ace of Cups right now is kind of going through like a, hey, take this. You can take this healing and you can have it, or also too is you can offer this up to the divine. But Ace of Cups also, speaking of a new beginning, but to me, very much so, especially with what was going on with that energy, I feel like there's an opportunity for some sort of new emotional support or new level of emotional well-being. And it seems like the jaguar is very much so on the defensive. Like here's the beauty way. Here's the beautiful light, right? And there's a little bit like, are you sure about this? Something smells a little fishy, right? And it's like, dude, come on. New way, new light, new life. Or dudette, excuse me, dude or dudette. This beautiful way is going to, I feel like water sign, whoever this is for. I feel like this is going to keep knocking at your door. And if you keep closing the door, it's just going to keep coming up. Because I feel like I want to say almost it's safe to let this jaguar out and play. Like the jaguar is safe to come out and play. Okay. Okay, September 2021. I feel like we need to... Water signs. Okay. So of course, an offering of some sort of emotional support. I feel like the universe right now through September is giving you an opportunity of some sort of emotional support, an opportunity to feel what you want to feel, right? An opportunity to grieve, to see what you need. This is also too speaking about wishes, desires, dreams, like the wishing well, right? And I feel like right now the universe is like, hey, here's the wishing well, right? Here's the wishing well. Come on, guys. Let's get along. Let's get along. So this feels like an offering of like some sort of like a wish, like a magical opportunity. Like Merlin's kind of coming in, going, guys, you want a wish? Two of Swords. I don't know if I'm a little indecisive, right? I'm not sure about this. This to me also might feel like, I feel like this is purposeful. I feel like you're putting the blindfold on in like, I like stasis. Like it's almost like the hangman sitting in the hangman for too long. It feels like it's like the hangman is just staying in the hangman to keep all the blood flowing to his head. It's interesting with that. I feel like you're closing off your heart to receive something. What are you closing off your heart to? You're closing off your heart to healing. The Star card. I feel like right now the universe wants to open up your heart chakra. Like it wants to come in and just, just send you a huge thunderbolt right through the heart. Like a huge ass thunderbolt through the heart and just go, it's time. And I feel like the universe is trying to open your heart right now. We're at water signs, because I feel like you've been holding on a lot to a lot of pain, a lot of guilt, a lot of torment, and this is an opportunity for you to heal, to see things that you might not want to see or feel, things that you might regret, past life scenarios, past life situations, right? But I want to say something, right? I want to say about this energy. What's really beautiful is that there's something about sharing this healing with the earth. Okay. I want to say that this healing right now that's happening for water signs is not just because you don't want to do it, right? It's not like, no, I like my trauma and I want to hold on to it. No, it's like, this is more than just you. This expands out collectively. And you might be a placeholder in your area on the grids because you need to heal this for your family. You need to heal this for Mother Earth. So this is almost like getting out of your own way and going, okay, it's not about me and it's not about me as the form. It's about the betterment of planet Earth. This isn't even speaking of collective. This is speaking of Tara. This is speaking of Gaia. So water signs, this whole thing, it seems like this needs to be released because it's for the good of Mother Earth, right? So as you are going through this healing and you're kind of basking in this cup of the divine, of the wishing well, you are so pouring this into the earth as well and into the grids, and I feel like that is going to shift Mother Earth. The Emperor card is coming out. Okay, the Emperor card next. Okay, so obviously there's some sort of higher masculine, and I like the Emperor. The Emperor to me is divine masculine. I feel like your divine masculine aspect in whatever dimensional bandwidth is bringing this forward, going, sweetie, you need this energy. And right here, the Queen of Cups coming out. Once again, speaking another aspect, this feels to me like this is two parts of you that want this healed. The Queen of Cups too is also very stable in her flow and stable in her emotions. So I feel like an offering of this, of going through it, is that you are going to become the Queen of Cups. Like you're going to be able to navigate the emotional waters a lot well. You're a water sign. Emotions are your best friend, right? So you being a water sign, right? So here's the thing, is that the water signs too, I'm not a guppy, like I'm a North Node in Pisces, but I feel like you being able to navigate the emotional realms so well is why don't you want to feel this fully? And I feel like because it's a really deep pain, or for some reason this pain in your own life, whatever it might be through experience, this pain has been feeding something for you. Okay, coming back to the wolf, I feel like this pain has been keeping this jaguar alive, and it's been keeping this jaguar active, and you like having this jaguar active. It's like it's a monster or a beast, a part of you that you really like having, which is cool. That's great. But I feel like it's not only feeding off of your pain, but it's feeding off of other people's pain too. This energy feels a little bit predator, like it's on the hunt, it's on the prowl. So water signs, right? I feel like whatever you need to grieve and feel, it's beyond you. It's for planet Earth at this time. And there's a higher dimensional aspect that wants you to go through this. I would say this is your divine masculine. This might even be healing your feminine, like a childhood trauma or a feminine. Why? Because at the end you have the Queen of Cups. Because you're going to be able to stabilize and balance in your emotions very, very, very well. I feel like a part of why you're going through this is because it's an initiation into a higher level of wisdom and being able to really navigate the waters in a different way. This might even actually help with your intuitive abilities. Like this could also be a blocking that's in your chakras or a blocking that's in your energy system too, that's not allowing you to get the deeper insight that you want. Like there might be some sort of clarity that you want from the universe, because now I'm just kind of reading energy and channeling, is I feel like there is some sort of psychic ability or intuition or insight or focus that you want, and you're like, why isn't it here? Well, it's because you need to heal this. That's why. Because you're going to clear out the energy, and I feel like you're going to be able to navigate the oceanic realms, right? Which is the depths of your emotion, right? The depths of your... I feel like you're going to be able to navigate the depths of your waters and your own oceanic realms quite well. Quite well. So I feel like there's some sort of gift, strength, and ability or aspect of you that wants to come online, and it requires you to go through this process to clear this out. But I see a wonderful opportunity for you. And actually, let's go beyond this, because now we're just kind of like, we're like right there, like, okay, cool, yeah, you're the Queen of Cups. Let's go beyond the Queen of Cups. I don't want to end there. I want to see what the future has in store for you if you are to clear this. What's in store for you in the future if you... Yes, thank you. We're just refreshing the energy. Thank you, guys. So, water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If you are to heal, so what's on the other side of this healing? What's coming in for the Queen of Cups? Queen of Cups. Oh. Ooh. The moon. The moon. Awareness. Psychic abilities. Psychic abilities. Yip, 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 yip. Yip, 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 yip. You're going to be getting new psychic abilities. I feel like there's going to be some sort of awakening within you, right? Like a portal, a gateway. I feel like there is... Yeah, there's some sort of ability that you're going to get, some sort of psychic ability. Hello, mama. I feel like there's some sort of strength, gift, or ability that's going to come online as a result of you healing this and feeling this fully. There's also, it's like there's an opportunity for something to awaken within you. A new pathway, a new opening. And I'm hearing once in a blue moon. Like this opportunity, whatever gift that's coming around, it doesn't come around for everyone often. Like I'm hearing once in a blue moon. So it's like there's some sort of, there's something. And it's exciting. I'm excited for you. There's something awakening within you. Something dormant, okay? I want to see something dormant that's coming online through this. Like it's an aspect of you. Some sort of DNA awakening. So this does tie into strengths, gifts, and abilities because our DNA does work with our third eye, our pineal gland, right? All of it works unified into one. Yeah, 3 cups. Celebration too. I feel like you're going to come into a new level of unity consciousness too. I feel like what's going to happen is you're going to have a victory and you're going to be celebrating this with friends. I feel like this is something that has kept you isolated for a really long time. So water signs, whatever is coming up through September, if you feel it fully, it's not only going to awaken something within you, but it's also going to bring you together with loved ones. There might be a family that you get to reunite with, or people that you get to celebrate your journey with. And I feel like this is what you've always wanted. Like, I feel like you've wanted this, but this has kept you isolated and stuck. The jaguar, which is a beautiful medicine, right? We're not here to judge the jaguar. We are not here to judge the jaguar. We're not here to judge the jaguar. But there's an invitation of a new path, a new way, a beautiful way of being able to navigate your reality and to be able to navigate your pathway and who you are connecting to, who you're connecting with. Beautiful. I like this. I like this energy. So feeling and healing all this, not only are you going to be very, very stable in the emotional realms and very balanced and being able to navigate the waves of emotions that are currently going on through planet Earth. Welcome to Awakening. I love Awakening. But there's also, I'm sorry, do you know the way? Is also though too is I feel like you're gonna have a moment to, I feel like you're gonna celebrate a really big victory with family. It almost feels like you healing this is going to heal a group of you. There might be a collective of you or a bunch of you that went through a similar experience. At some way, shape, or form, I feel like this is connecting you to other people to recognize that you are not alone on this journey, that actually when you heal, we heal, right? So when I move, you move, just like that. It's like, it's that as you are shifting through your pathways and you are aligning to your highest pathway and your highest aligned timeline, and you are clearing what you need to clear, you're doing this with other people, and I feel like there's going to be a moment of celebration on the end. Whether you know these people or not, they might be strangers, but I feel like there's going to be a moment of victory for you. A triumphant return, an awakening, a welcoming. All right, awakening and welcoming. Is there anything else? Oh, universe has your back. We're going to go to the universe has your back. You're awesome. Thank you, Monica. Thank you. Of course. No problem. I love you too, Chels. We got you, boo. You know we got you, all right? Don't you love the little wisdom keeper? Isn't she pretty? She's pretty. She's pretty. Okay. All right. Back to the universe has your back. The universe has your back. Water sign, September 2021. What is the message for September 2021 for my beautiful water signs? September 2021. Man, I've been here for 2 hours. Dang. I've never done a reading for 2 hours. Thank you, sweetie. Of course. Thank you. Thank you. I like doing this though. This is fun. We're gonna do this more. And guys, please, if you're enjoying the reading, please, you can hit thumbs up, share it, like it. Also, feel free to subscribe to my actual tarot channel, Kin Druid Tarot. So Kin Druid is all one word, KINDRUID Tarot. New channel, new ideology, new belief system, new building. That's right, 22 builder code, ancient builder codes. We're building new now. All right, new. Oh, there's 2 that wants to come out. Okay. All right. Joy is the ultimate creator. I feel like right now there's something that you want to express, right? And so the universe wants to say joy is the ultimate creator. And I feel like you gifting yourself the opportunity to feel what you need to feel through September is going to invite this in. Also, too, energy flows where my intention goes, right? And I feel like that's the beautiful thing, too, is I feel like you are awakening to the fact that you are a creator. You are a creator being in a body. And as a result, when you are in joy and you are sending that energy of joy, you're also going to get a return on that. So when you put out joy, you receive joy. You put out joy, you receive joy. And I feel like there's been a part of this loop that's been happening is you've been putting out this energy of like regret and anger and frustration, and you keep getting a return, and you're like, why does this keep happening to me? Because you get a return on your investment. Whatever you invest in this now moment is going to return in the future. That's a part of the balance and the pendulum swinging. So I feel like a part of what's really going to help with this and doing this and stepping into the frequency of joy and sending out this joy into the world and going through this feeling phase is that you're now going to start to see a shift in your reality. You are going to start to see more beautiful experiences, more joy showing up, more abundance, more friendships, more unity, right? And that's that celebration that we're all trying to get to, right? This is just beyond, this is not just water signs. This is humanity in general, right? Is like, I feel like what's starting to happen for us collectively, and water signs are bringing in this new flow, right? So thank you, water signs, for bringing in this new flow, is that the more that you're expressing joy into the world and joy with self, you're going to start getting a return on that, and your life is going to get better, right? Because it's, once again, it's that what we put into our world, in our realities, in our friendships, and all those things, that's what we receive back, right? And so there's almost like there's a sense of like you've reached a stalemate, water signs, and right now you're about to pass go, but it requires you to feel this. The universe is offering you an opportunity to feel this, right? And it's almost feeling like a little bit of initiation, which is interesting why the mystical shaman came up, because that's that shamanic rite of passage, right? So I feel like this is that initiation sequence for you, is because your universe wants you to have more joy. This is that gift. This is that celebration. Your universe wants you to have more joy, but it also wants you to remember that it wants you to have this joy, because when you share that joy, you're going to get a return on that, and your life's going to get better. You're going to see money shifting, money things shifting. You're going to see family relationship dynamics shifting. You're going to see your whole life shifting, and it just requires you to feel this experience that you're, whatever passageway you're moving through September 2021. So thank you guys. Whew. Yeah, from Rion. So if you go to teamlight.com, he's got a bunch of different ones. This is the Wisdom Keeper one. There's angelic ones. There is I think there's an Odin one. I don't know. These things are awesome. This is the Wisdom Keeper, and I love it. She's a beautiful gift from the world, and a beautiful light. All right. So how's everyone doing? Yeah, so if you go to teamlight.com, you can check out everything he's got over there. And he's also got a YouTube channel called Unite the Collective. Shout out to Shaman's Light, Mama Destiny as well, for popping in, for being here. So guys, thank you so much. Once again, I'm going to be opening up for donation readings. I am traveling right now over the next little bit of time. So if it is in your heart to send a donation, I would greatly appreciate it. I will put my PayPal link in the description box. There's a lot happening, guys. There's a lot happening right now. I cannot report on it, or I'm choosing consciously to not report on everything at this time, because I'm still getting my clarity. No problem, Patty, no problem. I'm still waiting for a lot of my clarity, because there's a lot of like kind of walking like, all right, let's just see where this leads us. But it's like, it's not leading by this, it's leading by the sacral, right? So I'm not sure exactly where, but I'm traveling. I'm in motion, and my universe says, you need to go here. And I go, okay. And then it goes, And so I've learned to navigate flow and quantum currents, is that the timelines shift in every now and moment. So I literally can snap my hands, click my fingers, and Dorothy goes into a whole new pathway. So I'm currently traveling through the southern United States, and currently stopped off for a night. I stop at these hotels so I can get readings done. I can recollect my energies. The baths have been helping a lot, especially with all the driving and all the working, right? So donation sessions are up and available. So if you want to reach out to foundersoflight@gmail.com, and I would love to, love. Yep, I have Dr. Teals, by the way. I've been using the lavender Dr. Teals. I love it. I do Epsom salt baths all the time. So I'll have donation sessions open. Let me know if you want a donation session, and it's gonna be reading, energy healing, activations. It's all in one, right? Like, so if it depends on what you want. I also do if you have just like I do kind of like an emotional clearing grievance counseling kind of a thing. I don't like that word though, but it's way showing, right? Just kind of emotional support sessions. Opportunity to talk if you want some insight from readings, if you need an energy clearing, you need an activation, you have some questions, whatever it is, just reach out. I'm gonna get a waiting list going, a waiting list accruing, and let people know when my time slots are, because I'm kind of on a little bit of a regime while I'm navigating through this passageway. And so I get those breaks and openings, and then we align it, and then we book it, and then we do it. A lot of my calls right now are out in nature, so I'll be out in nature. And I use Telegram for my calls. I use Telegram. All right. So I love you guys. Does anyone have questions while I'm here? Because we're at 1:44. Oh, thank you, Danielle. Thank you. I will let you guys know. South Carolina, Tennessee. Ooh. Ooh, Leon. Ooh. All right, any questions? Anything? Any questions? Anything? Love you too, Angel. Angel, I'll reach out to you soon. You've been in my mind. I sent you some love last night over the ethers. To you, Angel, dear sister, because we will talk soon. I'm just going through a process. It's okay, Ariel. I'm not going to be doing readings right now. I'm done reading. But questions, I can answer questions. Ooh, that's a good one. How can I stop someone astral projecting to me? The reason they keep showing up is because there's something that you're not getting from the experience or the situation. So I would invite you to go within your higher self and ask, what am I not fully why isn't this lesson showed up? Also too, is the reason they show up is because you're inviting them in. There's something about a doorway that you keep allowing in. When something is not fully resolved, it keeps showing up. Look at why you're creating it, why you're pulling in that energy. Victim consciousness. So work with the role of being a victim. Martyrdom, sacrifice, very common for with any of us that are awakening to Christ consciousness and to Crystal Star, the Christos pathway. That's a big one. But I feel like there's a nugget, I'm getting that there's something that you're not getting fully from the situation. There's something that you need to retrieve. You need to retrieve from that situation. Once the lesson's done, it's done. It's done. Also, two is spiritual authority, sweetie. I want to say this. Spiritual authority. Okay, spiritual authority. Stand in your spiritual authority. Command your space. You are the one commanding your reality. Okay, all of us are right now. You're the one commanding your reality. So when anyone is showing up in your field or in your space, right, command your authority. And I've had times this has happened and I'm like commanding my authority and it doesn't shift. Well, it's because it's meant to be there, right? And so then I go, all right, cool. And that's when I surrender, right? But command your spiritual authority, right? There might be also too, setting boundaries. Mirrors might help. Mirror work. Set up some etheric mirrors around you. There's another thing too that's coming through. That's an old, there's an old earth magic thing that people have done where they take their essence. Okay. So they'll take their essence, such as like, can someone help me here, please? I don't know how to say this one. Please. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at your situation, but the way I have to describe this, I need to like be mindful. Okay, all right. So there, yes, thank you, Angel. Juice from you. Thank you. So take your essence and you can put it into a jar and place it outside and bury it. But my team just came through right now and they're like, for you, you're pushing too hard, okay? You need to surrender to your higher self. And it was very like, you're pushing too hard, hippie. You're pushing too hard. You need to surrender to your higher self. Okay. All right, guys, I love you. Woo. Okay. They're telling me let them handle it. I'm like, all right, cool. I will. I'm gonna just step out of that one. I got clear guidance. They got you. Okay? They got you. got you. Okay, any other questions? Everything's gonna be good. Okay, so Danielle, I like this. My question is that I have a crystal skull made out of Amazonite. Do you believe they work or have power or whatever? What do you believe? Whatever you believe is true. Okay, so I believe that my Andaras are constantly working my favor, and they're constantly transmitting higher dimensional bandwidths, and they're constantly transmitting light codes. As a result, they are. The power of belief. This is magic. Whatever you believe to be will be. What do you believe to be will be. You can charge anything. Crystals, so crystals, we have crystals in our body. We have crystals in our body that we tune to constantly. Welcome to programming. So if you think of yourself as that you're a giant crystal, okay? You are constantly tuning. Whoa there, vape. My vape went off in my pocket. So you have crystals in your body, etheric crystals. And your crystals are constantly tuning to energy. So things like electromagnetic frequencies interacting with certain substances can slow down your spin rate, and it also affects the tuning of your crystals. Consumption of certain media as well, like hearing a lot of things like violence, things like that will affect your crystals, right? So your crystals do have that power if you believe them to be so. So a part of when we awaken up to the crystalline grids or being a crystal grid worker is we start connecting to crystals. Okay, we start connecting to crystals, and we start working with the energy of the crystals. So if you have an actually no, I'm gonna work with my Andaras. I'm gonna ask my Andaras. Andaras, what should we tell her about her crystal skulls? So your crystal is here to awaken your dormant DNA, sweetie. So that crystal skull right now, so crystal skulls are, I agree, they are special. They are special, but it is whatever you believe, because this is about the power of belief. If you magnify enough power and belief into that they're good for you and that they're more powerful than other crystals, so mote it be. That's your magic. Okay. So, but your Amazonite crystal skull is here to awaken something dormant within you. All right. So allow your higher self to guide you in how to work with that crystal more to connect with your DNA. It's going to require conscious tuning. You can take the crystal skull, put it over your heart, and meditate with it. Okay? Allow it to align with your heart chakra and allow it to tune to your DNA. Yes. You have to know it's there. Thank you, Angel. Yes, you can't look for a rainbow to prove to self. You have to know it's there. So you have to know that the crystal is working out for your highest good, and it will. It will. It will. And is there anything else to tell her about the Amazonite? Yes, it is. Yes. Hippie, you're right. Yes. Hi, Jennifer. Yeah, really quick, let's see. Let me just go ahead and shake off some energy real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. Really quick. We're going to answer just a few more questions. I need to go. Hi. DM, but rough start. So relax and enjoy the journey, Jennifer. It's normal for things to happen like this, but you know, energy is always about balance. When there's resistance within two or more parties in the field, that's where we start to create the friction. Things start out rough. Oh no, there's an earthquake. I feel like once you settle, like, so think of the energies kind of going like this, right? And they come together and they're like, bam, and they're just like this kind of jolt energy. There's something about softening and stillness that is being offered for you right now to just kind of stabilize, open up to allowing. Right? Allow it to be. It is what it is. The dust will settle. It will realign and balance. Okay? And both parties will be able to get along. So when things get bumpy on the ride, sometimes we do the oh shit handle, right? Where we're like, you know the oh shit handle in a car? It's that little handle and we hold on. We're like, oh, we're on for a ride. Right? There's something about allowing opening up and allowing things to settle and balance in your own life. Thank you. Higher self. I'm hearing open up and have more fun. For you, Jennifer, just open up and have a little bit more fun. It'll help you. How do we bring our light language online? Okay, that's a good one, Mystical. Hello, Patrice. Oh, thank you, sweetie. So, yeah, I have... Jennifer, I'm sorry. I gotta laugh because it's like really perfect. My hand was on the escape hatch for a sec, but that makes sense. Yeah, that's so normal. So normal to have your hand on the edge and be like, oh, nope, I'm out of here. That's a part of the runner chaser thing, right? Don't run from yourself. Don't run from yourself. Everything's gonna be well. Just allow it to balance. There's a lot of restructuring happening with twins right now, guys. A lot of union stuff that's occurring. I've been clearing it. I just cleared a chunk of karma with mine. Anyways, we have multiple twins on the journey. Right? We have multiple twins if we choose to have that agreement. And if you're saying that your DM is a twin, if it's a soulmate, whatever, you know. But there's a lot of stuff happening with relationships that's restructuring and really deep karma that's clearing right now. I cleared some out today with my ex. She's still a really good friend. We talk and then we don't talk, we talk, we don't talk. And I reached out today. I had to send her some, because we were doing timeline correction stuff. So things are shifting with the twins and the unions and divine partners. So just allow that to, just to let you guys know, like collectively, that's been showing up in my field and it's been showing up for other people too. There's been a lot of shifts in that and it's because there's a lot of building that needs to occur, like new earth build outs and things like that. And that requires less of like the twin flame romantic sticky ooey gooey stuff. And it requires more of a divine partnership, more of a sacred union where we're working in harmony to build projects and stuff like that. Working with creative energy in another way. I'm not sure. So light language is, so how do we unlock light language? Light language exists within all of us. It is our light language is our higher self language, our soul language. It is a way for us to, I see this in so many different ways. Some ways it's a way of communicating. In other ways, it's also a transmission of energy. So when I speak light language, what I'm doing is I'm taking energy in a download packet and I'm sending it in a little UPS box that's formless, and I'm sending that package to you to download and to be activated or to get healing or whatever the intention is for it. So light language, it comes online when you have a multidimensional merger and you connect with your higher self, connect with your higher self guides, but also too, it requires you, so for some people it comes online, light language just shows up. So for me, when I have like my angelic language, if Angel's still in here, Angel knows about this. When my angelic language opens up, like I'm like, my light language is me doing hand work and motions with my hands and moving energy that way. So sometimes an activation will just hit and all of a sudden I'm like, and I'm like stretching all strange and weird. Yeah, thank you, sweetie. Thank you for the donation. Start stretching all weird and doing things like that, right? And it's not weird, but I start, so clear that. I start stretching in ways and moving my body and flowing energy and making hand signals, signs, you know, and that's one way of light language. Your expression of light language is going to be different. Some people speak it actually like a galactic language, like some of us speak more of like a dragon babble, which is a little bit more flowy. Some of us even do like oracle toning and oracle singing, right? So when it's ready to come online and come online, it will come online, right? There's nothing you really need to do. A good way of starting with this though that I did was I would do AOE, and I allowed myself to just flow as the higher self and allowed myself to start talking. If you want help with activating light language, please reach out to me on email, foundersoflight@gmail.com. Because I can do a recorded activation, just like what Hippie just did, because I record my light language. And if you need help unlocking your throat or unlocking your light language singing abilities, toning, and stuff, let me know. Light language is one of my strengths, gifts, and abilities that I need to share more of. I definitely do, but I use it a lot. All right, guys. I think I'm done now. And Ariel, by the way, that's very normal. Okay, so she said, I started doing light language on myself, healing myself, controlling my energy field, sounds and motions, no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, welcome to awakening. Sorry. See what Sorry. Does that ever happen where you're just like, you wake up and you're like going to bed, you're like, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing right now. No problem, Patrick. That's just awakening. That's just awakening. Is it's like, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yay! Of course, Ariel. Thank you, Ariel. I just got your message. All right. So, guys, yeah. If you want to unlock your light language, that's another thing I can do. A lot of things I can do. I don't know. That's another one that I can help out with. So if you want to book a session, foundersoflight@gmail.com. Please check out my other channel, Kindruid Tarot. So it's KINDRUID, one word, Tarot. Head over there, subscribe. I'm doing a lot of divine masculine, divine feminine readings, more of like the twin flame style readings. Things for starseeds, galactics, indigos, all style of readings. I will be hopping online live here a little bit too, kind of bobbing in and out. I've also got another channel that I'm kind of working on right now. It's more of a channeling channel. And I'm working all of that out right now. But yeah, I'm gonna be on the road for the next little while. I'm excited to get to wherever the universe takes me to in the highest pathway. I love you guys all. Thank you so much for sticking around. I know things got a little strange, okay? I know things got a little strange. I just want to talk about the perfection of the divine pathway. Everything is perfect. Everything is perfect. Everything is perfect. So, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. It's gonna help me out. That's gonna put some gas in the tank so I can get going. But yeah, so that's about it now. That's about it. No, I'm not gonna be in Montreal anytime soon. I don't think I can make it across the border yet. I think Canada's. I don't know. I'm working on that. I need to get a passport so I can travel. I was about to say interdimensionally. That's coming. Internationally, so I can go across the border. I'm staying south right now though, at least through the winter. So yeah, if you guys need anything, please reach out. I'm here. I'm like kind of online, offline, right? Like I'm still going through my initiations. I'm still going through my awakenings. There's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes, where I don't show up with these beautiful blue eyes all the time on the screen. And so that's the thing. So yeah, I miss you guys. I'm so glad to come back on. I know things got a little interesting for a little while there, but trust me, I knew it was interesting and it was a part of the pathway. There's some things we had to do. Hawaii does call my name, Ariel. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Yes, I will. Okay, I need to hop off here because I need to rest. I'm gonna crash tonight, right? So, thank you guys. Stay beautiful, stay loving, stay bright. Just be what you gotta be, say what you gotta say, do what you gotta do, right? It's really important right now. A part of us awakening into the age of Aquarius, right, and doing what we're doing is we gotta be what we're gonna be. We're gonna do what we're gonna do. We gotta have what we gotta have, right? And we gotta go through what we gotta go through, especially when it comes to the ancestral lines, all of these things that are happening, right? So just keep feeling what you're feeling, all right? If you need anything, reach out. I'm here. I got your back. The universe got your back. And more importantly, give yourself an opportunity to say, job well done, family. Because we're doing it, whether you think you're doing it or not. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing the do. So give yourself an opportunity to not be in the Two of Swords of an energy, but give yourself a pat on the back. Maybe even dust your shoulders off. Maybe do a little roll too. A little dance party. Okay, all right, I'm done. I'm so done. All right, love you guys.